What would happen if humanity, in search of the unknown, had crossed an invisible line and awakened something that should never have been touched? Cern, home of the Large Hadron Collider, is one of the most advanced scientific centers on the planet. But some believe that its experiments may have opened portals to other dimensions, rifts in space-time capable of altering our reality in ways we can barely perceive. In this video, we will explore the mysteries and theories behind particle collisions that many believe are connected to unexplained events. From reports of scientists concerned about what they have seen to indications of subtle yet disturbing changes in the world around us, you will discover why some experts fear that an experiment may have gone terribly wrong. Stay until the end, because what you are about to hear may forever change your perception of reality. What is CERN and the power of the Large Hadron Collider? Hidden beneath the border between Switzerland and France, CERN houses the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built, the Large Hadron Collider. This gigantic underground ring, stretching 27 kilometers in length, was designed to collide particles at near light speeds, recreating conditions of the universe right after the Big Bang. The central idea is to unravel the secrets of matter, energy, and the fundamental forces that shape reality. However, not everyone believes these experiments are as harmless as official science suggests. To some theorists, by forcing matter into unknown states, the LHC may be generating unexpected side effects. There are reports of scientists questioning whether these collisions might be opening cracks in the structure of space-time, allowing the existence of phenomena beyond human comprehension. The theory of interdimensional portals at CERN has gained strength as some anomalies have begun to be reported. There are records of fluctuating magnetic fields, particles appearing where they shouldn't, and even strange energy patterns that seem to defy the known laws of physics. All this raises a frightening question. Could the LHC be interfering with parallel realities? If that is the case, what exactly could have crossed over to our side? Or worse, could it be that we, without realizing it, have already crossed into a different place than the one we used to call reality? The theory of interdimensional portals, fiction or reality. The idea of interdimensional portals has always fascinated scientists and fiction writers. Movies, series, and books explore the possibility of parallel universes coexisting side by side, separated by invisible barriers that could be broken under certain conditions. But what if this idea is not just fiction? The very concept of the multiverse is already taken seriously by many theoretical physicists, suggesting that multiple realities may exist simultaneously. Within this context, some scholars believe that the LHC might have the potential to open small fissures between these dimensions. According to this theory, when particles collide with extreme energy, they may create tiny cracks in the fabric of space-time. Some argue that these portals would be insignificant and unstable, but others warn that they could grow or have effects we do not yet understand. One of the most intriguing phenomena associated with these collisions is the appearance of particles that seem to disappear without explanation. In some experiments, scientists have observed energy imbalances that indicate something may be escaping to an unknown place. This has raised a hypothesis that particles might be crossing into another dimension, or, even worse, that something from the other side might be entering our world. If this hypothesis is true, what would the consequences be? Are we playing with forces we cannot control? Could we, unknowingly, be altering the fundamental structure of reality? These questions remain unanswered, but the evidence is disturbing. Strange events at CERN, coincidences or signs of something bigger. Since the Large Hadron Collider went into operation, reports of strange events have begun to emerge. Scientists involved in experiments have mentioned unexplained anomalies in the data, energy spikes that should not be there, and unusual patterns in the magnetic field around the machine. Many of these events have been dismissed as technical failures, but some believe they indicate something much deeper. One of the most intriguing cases occurred in 2016, when a series of strange lights was captured in the sky near CERN. Witnesses reported seeing a kind of luminous vortex, as if the very sky was distorting. Some people suggested it could have been just an atmospheric phenomenon, but for interdimensional portal theorists, that was a clear sign that the LHC might be opening breaches in reality. Moreover, there are records of researchers claiming to have felt changes in their perception of time and space while inside CERN's facilities. Some report brief moments of disorientation, as if the environment around them had subtly changed for fractions of a second. These sensations could simply be psychological effects or signs that something beyond our understanding is happening inside the laboratory. Another strange event that fueled conspiracy theories was the brief suspension of experiments after a sudden technical failure. Speculations arose that scientists might have seen something unexpected, something that forced them to halt everything immediately. Could it be possible that, in the midst of these experiments, they had witnessed evidence of interference from another plane of existence? The Mandela Effect, reality shifts caused by Cern? The phenomenon known as the Mandela Effect has intrigued people around the world. This term emerged when many people claimed to remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, while in reality he lived until 2013. Since then, several other cases of conflicting collective memories have been reported, leading to the theory that reality may have been altered. But what would be the connection between this and Cern? Some believe that particle collision experiments may have created instabilities in the fabric of reality, causing small changes that have been noticed by some people. For example, famous product brands, iconic movie lines, and even passages from books seem to have changed inexplicably, leaving many convinced that something is happening behind the scenes of our existence. One hypothesis is that by forcing interactions at subatomic levels, Cern may have triggered a fusion between different timelines. If this theory is correct, then some people may retain memories of a previous version of reality, while others continue living without noticing any change. This would explain why some individuals have such vivid memories of things that officially never happened. If Cern is indeed altering reality, what would be the limit of these changes? And more importantly, are they happening randomly, or is there a pattern we have yet to understand? If we are being shifted through different realities without realizing it, what does this mean for our future? What do scientists say? Warnings and fears about the LHC. Although Cern is one of the greatest achievements of modern science, not all scientists are convinced that its experiments are entirely safe. Since its activation, renowned researchers have raised concerns about the potential risks involved in particle collisions, including the creation of microscopic black holes and the collapse of quantum vacuum. Theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking warned about the possibility that such an experiment could, in theory, trigger unpredictable events, including the destruction of our reality as we know it. In his writings, he mentioned that a disturbance in the structure of space-time could have catastrophic effects, but emphasized that this risk was extremely low. Another scientist who expressed concerns was Professor Otto Rosseler, who argued that particle collisions could generate small singularities that, over time, would grow and become unstable. He and other researchers even attempted to legally halt LHC experiments, claiming that humanity was playing with forces beyond our control. Cern, on the other hand, has always denied any danger. According to the scientists working directly on the project, the experiments are safe and pose no real risk to the world. However, for those who believe in the theory of interdimensional portals, this denial may be an effort to hide what is truly happening behind the scenes. After all, if something were going wrong, would the public be informed? Mysterious connections, Cern and unexplained global phenomena. Something curious happens when we analyze the timeline of Cern experiments and strange global events. Several reports suggest that certain mysterious occurrences happened precisely during the periods when the LHC was in operation. Are these merely coincidences, or are they signs that something bigger is happening? In 2012, for example, Cern conducted high-energy experiments that, coincidentally, occurred around the same time as the rumored end of the world predicted by the Mayan calendar. Some theorists suggest that this event may have marked a possible shift in our reality, reinforcing the idea that we are living in a different timeline from the one we knew before. Another intriguing event occurred in 2016, when the LHC was reactivated after a maintenance break. Shortly afterward, strange anomalies were reported in various parts of the world. Digital clocks began to malfunction, navigation instruments registered small magnetic variations, and even unusual weather phenomena were documented. Some people started reporting constant déjà vu sensations, as if they were experiencing small repetitions of reality. Additionally, there have been reports of strange formations in the sky near Cern during some LHC activations. Witnesses claim to have seen unusual patterns of light and even strange oscillations in the environment, as if reality itself were vibrating. Scientists dismiss any connection to the experiments. But for those who believe in the theory of interdimensional portals, these coincidences are evidence that something is happening. If all of this is indeed linked to Cern, what does it mean? Could we be experiencing alterations in the structural reality without realizing it? And more importantly, are these changes controllable, or are we already trapped in a cycle of events that cannot be reversed? The future. Are we playing with forces we do not understand? If the theories about interdimensional portals, reality shifts, and unknown interferences are real, what does this mean for our future? Cern continues to expand its experiments, seeking even higher energy levels and more powerful collisions. But are we prepared to deal with the consequences of what we might be unleashing? Some scientists argue that as we push the boundaries of knowledge, we also increase the risks of creating something we cannot contain. If the LHC has already been capable of provoking small fissures in space-time, what might happen if we continue increasing the power of these experiments? Could we, unknowingly, break a barrier that cannot be restored? Another concerning question is the possibility that changes in reality may become increasingly noticeable. If there are already reports of subtle alterations in the world around us, could these changes one day become so drastic that no one will be able to ignore them? Or worse, what if we are heading toward a point of no return, where the very structure of existence could become destabilized? Cern continues its search for the unknown, and we may never know for sure what the true implications of its experiments are. But one thing is certain. Humanity is exploring territories where it has never been before, and the answers we find may change everything we think we know about the universe and about ourselves. Have we already crossed an invisible boundary without realizing it? Or is all of this just speculation and fear of the unknown? Leave your comment and share your theories.